Have you ever felt incredibly motivated on a Monday, ready to change your life, start working out, study harder, or build a business, only to lose that motivation by Wednesday? If so, you're not alone. Most people spend their lives chasing motivation, waiting to feel ready before taking action. But the people who consistently succeed aren't necessarily more motivated than everyone else, they're more disciplined. And that's why discipline beats motivation every single time. Motivation feels amazing. It's that burst of energy you get after watching an inspiring video, reading a great book, or imagining your dream future. The problem is that motivation is based on emotion, and emotions change constantly. One day you're excited, the next day you're tired, and the day after that you're stressed, distracted, or simply not in the mood. If your actions depend on motivation, your progress becomes inconsistent. Imagine a professional athlete who only trains when they feel motivated, a student who only studies when they're inspired, or an entrepreneur who only works when they're excited. They would never achieve anything significant because success isn't built on the days when you feel like showing up, it's built on the days when you don't. This is where discipline comes in. Many people think discipline means being strict or punishing yourself, but that's not what it is. Discipline is simply keeping promises to yourself. It's doing what needs to be done regardless of how you feel in the moment. When your alarm rings early in the morning, motivation says, "I'll get up if I feel energized." Discipline says, "I said I would get up, so I'm getting up." When it's time to work out, motivation asks, "Do I feel like exercising today?" Discipline answers, "It doesn't matter. I'm doing it anyway." The power of discipline is that it removes emotions from the decision-making process. Instead of negotiating with yourself every day, you act because you've already decided who you want to be. What's even more interesting is that discipline actually creates freedom. Most people think freedom means doing whatever they want whenever they want, but that often leads to procrastination, poor habits, and regret. Real freedom comes from self-control. When you're disciplined with your money, you're free from constant financial stress. When you're disciplined with your health, you're free from many problems that come from neglecting your body. When you're disciplined with your time, you're free to focus on bigger goals and opportunities. The temporary discomfort of discipline creates long-term freedom, while the temporary comfort of avoiding work often creates long-term pain. The good news is that discipline isn't something you're born with, it's a skill that can be developed. You don't need to make massive changes overnight. Start small. Choose one promise you can keep every day, whether it's reading 10 pages, exercising for 15 minutes, writing for 20 minutes, or waking up at the same time every morning. Then keep that promise, even when you don't feel motivated. In fact, the days when you don't feel like doing it are the days that matter most. Every time you follow through, you strengthen your trust in yourself. Over time, discipline stops feeling like a struggle and becomes part of your identity. You stop being someone who waits for the perfect mood and become someone who takes action regardless of circumstances. At the end of the day, motivation is a visitor, it comes and goes. Discipline is a companion that stays with you through good days and bad days. The people who achieve extraordinary results aren't always the most talented, the smartest, or the luckiest. More often than not, they're simply the ones who keep showing up when nobody is watching. So stop waiting to feel motivated. Start building discipline. Because motivation might get you started, but discipline is what gets you to the finish line. Tools that can help you to be disciplined and motivated for a longer time. The first one is make quitting harder than continuing. For example, decide penalties for not doing workout, like giving your friend 100 rupees every time you skip workout. Or keep your phone away from yourself while studying. Rule number 2: rather than starting on a bigger scale, start on a smaller scale. Like walking for 10 minutes is far better than promising yourself for 30 minutes running every day and doing nothing. Rule number 3: one of the most hardest thing most of the people find is waking up early in the morning. Skip the morning and do it whenever your heart says to. It can be any time of the day: evening, afternoon, late morning. Starting it is the most important task. Rule number 4: track the streak rather than results. Most people expect the results on the very first day and quit in the very first week of starting. More than keeping records of results, keep the records of the streak. It has always been hard for the people to start, but once you do, trust me, you feel confident about yourself, you start looking better and younger and start loving your life. I hope you really liked this video. The rules in this video has helped millions of people in their journey. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share.